And today we are talking about evictions, broken leases, and rent debts that you may have on your credit or your rental history. Make sure you guys stay to the end because I'm going to give you the top 3 rental history bureaus you need to pull so you can dispute those evictions, broken leases, or rent debts off of your credit. Let's get straight into it. So, evictions are probably one of the biggest accounts that I get the most DMs, messages about all the time. So, today we are strictly going to be talking about how you can remove any eviction, broken lease, or rent debt off of your credit report. All 3 of those things all are considered a form of rent debt that will report on your rental history. Now, before we get into disputing, I want to give you guys a disclaimer. Credit repair, it's a process. So if you know you need to move in the next 2 months, please do not wait until the last minute to start disputing your eviction, broken lease, or rent debt because you're going to need some time. It is going to take the course of a few months of you consistently disputing this account off of your credit report or your rental history for you to remove it. On average, at minimum, it can take at least 90 days. So I suggest as soon as you see this video, you know you have this on your credit report or rental history, go ahead and start looking at the processes now. Don't wait until the last minute. So that would be the first thing as far as my disclaimer. Now that we've gotten that out the way, we are going to start with seeing where is this eviction, broken lease, or rent debt reporting. That's our first thing. These type of accounts are special because they're one of the few that will report on your credit history, but it will also report on your rental history or one or the other. So the first thing that you are going to do is you're going to pull a 3 bureau credit report. If you're wondering what that is, it is a website you can go on and get all 3 of your credit reports in one place: your Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. So I'm going to link the 3 bureau report website for you guys that I use so you can get a 7-day free trial for $1. Now, once you have pulled that up, and I'm going to show you guys an example on the screen of what it looks like, your eviction, broken lease, or rent debt is going to be listed on your credit report under a collection agency. And then under the section that says original creditor, it'll usually have the apartment name or the management company that you owe. And that's how you know, okay, this is my negative account that I had that broken lease, eviction, or rent debt with. So that's the first thing you do. You go on your 3 bureau credit report, you scroll down to the collection section, and you're going to look for that collection company that is actually listing your rent debt. That's what we're just going to call it. Now that we see that, we know, okay, we need to start our process of disputing this account from our credit report. So by law, the credit bureaus have to report accurate account information. It does not matter if this account is yours. If everything isn't matching up, it needs to be removed. So on this actual report, if you look at things, I'm going to show you guys. If you're looking at the date open, TransUnion will usually have one day and Experian and Equifax will have another. It's impossible for one account to be open on 3 different dates. So if you see on your 3 bureau report that your eviction or rent debt account is reporting the wrong date open, that is the first way that you can start your disputing process. So you're going to put that account on your credit report, on your dispute letter. You're also going to list the account number, and you're going to give your dispute reason, which is the date open is incorrect. What do you want to happen? And then say, please remove this from my credit report. So that's your step 1 with disputing this eviction off of your credit report, because you first need to find it on there, look for your inaccuracies where information isn't matching up, and then you need to go ahead and start mailing out your dispute letter to the credit bureaus for that particular account. And no worries, I have y'all covered. because in my eviction removal kit, I actually give you the dispute letter templates that you can send to the credit bureaus along with your dispute reasons that you can use so you can jumpstart the process of removing this eviction, broken lease, or rent debt from your credit report completely. And remember, it is going to take a course of a few months of consistently disputing this account. By law, the credit bureaus must respond to you every 30 days. So each 30 days, you're going to send in your new disputes to work to get this account removed. Usually you can get it removed within about 90 days, as long as you're consistent and don't give up on the process. So now that we have gotten the credit report process out of the way, we also need to start looking at our actual rental history. Sometimes that negative account is not reported on your credit. It could only be on your rental history. So now, the same way you pulled a 3-bureau report for your credit, you need to pull one with your rental history. And there are 3 rental history bureaus. We have TransUnion Smart Move, Experian Rent, and then we also have CoreLogic, which is now called Renters Solutions. And no worries, I have all 3 of these listed in my eviction removal kit, and I show you how you can request all of them. I'm going to put the TransUnion information up on the screen right now on how you can request your TransUnion Smart Move rental history report with them. Now remember, you have to pull all 3 of these, and they are going to come in the mail. Some of them you can get online. You can get TransUnion and Experian online, but the other one you have to get in the mail. It comes within about 7 to 10 days. So now I have my rental history report from the 3 rental history bureaus. All you're going to do is look at it and see if that eviction, broken lease, or rent debt is listed there. It'll usually have the company you owe, how much that amount was, etc., etc. Now that you see that, now we're going to create our actual dispute letter that's going to go to the rental history bureaus themselves. And I know y'all are probably wondering, does this really work? Yes, it does. And I have had students in my DIY class remove their evictions off of their credit report. I've also had people who just bought the eviction removal kit make it happen. Recently, about 2 weeks ago, I had one of my DIY students. I do teach a live class every Tuesday at 7:30 Central PM, where we get on Zoom and I'll pull up your credit report and I'll pretty much show you like how to make your dispute letter. I'll go through everything with you on how you need to dispute those accounts and what you can do to build your credit. So one of my students that's actually in that class, she had a testimonial. She said, I had an eviction reporting through Experian. I sent them my dispute October the 18th, and as of now, my eviction has been disputed. I called to assure that it was no longer reporting on my rental history, and the agent definitely was able to assure me that the dispute was successful, and I now have nothing reporting on my rental background. Thank you, Rose. But this really works. I had another person who just bought my eviction removal kit, and she told me she was able to remove her eviction off of her TransUnion report, which is where it was only reporting. So this process works. It may seem like it's a lot, but that's why I made my eviction removal kit for you guys, and it comes with my tutorial video where I give you your letters to send to the credit bureaus. I show you how to pull your rental history reports for the 3 bureaus on that side, and I also give you your dispute letters to send to them as well. So when you're making your rental history report disputes, you're going to list whatever company name, the reference number they have. That's all you have to plug in on these letters and just start mailing them in to the rental history bureaus. Now with them, by law, it also will take 30 days for them to respond to your disputes. And just continue that process. That's pretty much all you need to do is sit down, make your dispute letters, mail them out once a month. Give yourself that time to get out of these evictions, rent debts, and broken lease situations. I don't want that to hold y'all back. A lot has happened since the pandemic. A lot of people have taken L's, so I want y'all to get y'all credit together. And then, as a bonus, in the eviction removal kit, I also show you guys how to dispute with filing a complaint against the credit bureaus and the rental history bureaus. So if you feel like they're ignoring your disputes, they're not responding, I show you in the kit as well how to file a CFPB complaint. That is pretty much the company that has to regulate the credit bureaus and the rental history bureaus to respond to your disputes properly. And when you put in a dispute with them, they will respond in just 14 days to get on their backs like, hey, y'all need to respond to these people and you need to process these disputes. So as a last resort, you can always file your CFPB complaint to dispute against the credit bureaus, and you're going to upload your proof that they did receive your disputes and they may not be responding to them. So I want you guys to remember, when you're mailing in your letters, make sure you send them certified mail. When you go to the post office, just tell them, hey, I want to send this certified, and they will give you a little green slip to fill out. On your green slip, it's going to give you a little tracking number. You're going to need that, because if the credit bureaus ignore you, you upload that green slip like, hey, I sent this to them on December the 25th. They didn't respond. So y'all need to get on their back so that they can remove this account off of my credit. So as a last resort, that is your final step, filing a CFPB complaint. If you guys made it to the end with me today on how you can remove your eviction, broken lease, or rent debt, please comment in the comment section, I made it. And also make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and like this video, because I am going to be putting out much more consistent content for y'all so we can take your credit to the next level. It's time to get rich off of credit in 2024, and I want to do everything I can to help assist you guys in making that a reality. Lastly, I did just want to say, I did mention previously my DIY class. If you want my live help one-on-one on how to fix your credit, I do a live Zoom every Tuesday at 7:30 Central PM, where I will get on Zoom with you. I'll pull up your 3-real credit report and I'll show you how to start disputing your accounts as well as building your credit, because we need to get you in the 700s club within the next 3 to 6 months. And that is my goal on helping you guys make it to the next level. The DIY class is $21.99 a month. It's the cheapest credit repair you'll ever get. So if you are interested, I will put that linked above for y'all. But comment DIY class and I can send you the direct link as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time. Again, for hanging with me here at Rose Credit Repair. And don't forget, like, subscribe, comment below if you have any credit questions. I'm going to be answering them myself in the comments. So you know what to do. Until next time.